is a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about them Cowboys? Yeah!
This is the Players Lounge, broadcasting live from Dallas Cowboys World Headquarters at the Star. Now your hosts, Barry Church, Danny McCray, and Newy Scruggs.
Here we are on a Friday, everybody. Players Lounge time as we get you set for the Carolina Panthers, undefeated first place. Carolina Panthers out of the NFC South visiting the Dallas Cowboys in first place at Jerry World. And as always, the Players Lounge is about these two former undrafted free agent safeties here to chop it up and talk ball with you. He is Barry Church,
yes,
the Toledo
sir.
Rocket.
Got it right, baby.
Still ain't giving that cash to his album for the little Rocket Booster Club.
My arms don't reach, man. They don't reach down there.
The survivor himself, the LSU Bengal Tiger.
Yes,
he is
indeed.
Danny McCray.
Yes, sir. Shout out to Joe Burrow,
we got
man.
his old music in the background. Okay.
Shout out to Survivor. Shout out to Joe Burrow for his performance last night.
Here we go, man. We go, man. That's how we gonna bring it up.
I mean,
that's how we
left the show yesterday.
And what was the question about the show? What was the question?
Listen, the question about the show was who's better, Justin Herbert or Joe Burrow?
Okay.
And I said Joe Burrow, when he played Jacksonville, was going to do exactly what he was supposed to do and dominate. At the end of the first half, Church texted me and sent me eyes because they down by 14.
See, you already, writing the narrative.
Did you?
You made it suspicious.
You said, okay, I'm sorry.
He just texted me some eyes.
Church texted me and there were the emoji eyes. Okay,
that was better. That was
Send
better.
me emoji eyes, and we all know what that means, but that's cool. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, hey man, it's just they sleep right now. It's okay. It's a slow start.
You was right. You was right.
Sure enough, Joe Burrow ends the game 25 of 32, 348 yards, 2 touchdowns, and a win. And I'm like, and what I want to say to Church is, come on, man. This is a Thursday night game, right? Mm-hmm. They just come off a huge emotional win against Pittsburgh, right?
I love this narrative, man. I love it.
Right, they walk in and they're like, this is Jacksonville, they garbage, right? Jacksonville garbage. They walk in and they like, all right, they slept walk in there, and when they woke up, they did exactly what they're supposed to do. Cincinnati is now 3-1.
3-1?
I ain't look up the history, but I can't tell you the last time that they were 3-1.
That's similar to a guy in L.A.? That's similar to a guy in L.A.
They ain't played yet, bro.
They ain't 3-1?
No, man. This is a Thursday game.
Oh, yeah, you're right. But they 2-1. They're going to be 3-1 this week. They only got one loss.
So just so you know, I'm just saying you can't get much better than the way he played.
Balled out. I never said Joe Burrow was trash. I'm not saying
I'm just saying it's not easy. It's not an easy pick between him and Justin Herbert.
I gave him 1B. I said 1A, 1B. Ain't that what I said at the top of that when we was in the intro? 1A, 1B. I mean, he right. It's all good.
All right, so he played.
He just ain't better than Herbert.
So he played great last night.
Yeah, he played good. Did
he play great last night?
He played good. If he would have went against a solid defense, I would have said he played great. But almost historic.
He got to beat who's in front of him. They haven't
won a game in 19 games.
He has to beat who's in front of him, Church. Like, don't take nothing away from him because that's what he played.
Every single yard to get that dub.
Listen, we bragged on the Cowboys for beating the Eagles. Okay, it's the Eagles.
They were supposed to blow Jacksonville out.
But when we walk in here saying the Cowboys are great and everything, they came out, they beat the Eagles by 20. We feeling really good about it. We did what we were supposed to do.
The first half, the Bengals ate the cheese because they had beaten the Steelers, got all that pub. You got one of the guys talking about the Steelers quit, so they spent all week long feeling real good about themselves. And Jacksonville came in here, as you know, having played in the National Football League. Guys are desperate. And at a certain point in time, they know they're on national TV. They're not just trying to roll over. And Jacksonville came to play. For some reason, Urban Meyer figured out that James Robinson can help him.
Thank you. I needed that fantasy wise.
And Carlos Hyde, former Ohio State, was where he needed to be.
On the bench.
In street clothes.
He wasn't even dressed.
No, he was inactive. He was an ERW, eat, ride, warm up. That's all he did. That's all he needed to do. And so they fought. But in the end, Burrow, 25-32, 348 yards, 2 touchdowns passing, 1 on the ground. And when his team needed it, took him down the field, put him in field goal range. They kick it, they walk off, they get the dub. You guys know, ain't all of them going to be pretty.
They ain't all going to be blowouts.
You're going to have you'll have a game where you look at, you should tag this team, and next thing you know, they come out here and decide that they want to fight you.
But he knows. Church knows like I know. Jacksonville's always that team where you go into you like, we should beat these dudes. And it's the one it's the one that you fall asleep. Jacksonville came in here and put the paws on us when I think it was like 2012.
What was the quarterback? talking about number 9. What was his name?
I can't remember his name, but
Not
they came in here. They came in here. We were good at that time. We were contending and whatever, and they came in here and they showed us because we were asleep at 12 o'clock 12 o'clock p.m. game.
They put them paws on us, but Jacksonville this year, I mean, they downright bad.
Yeah.
They terrible.
That's why he went 25-32. So congratulations.
And they should have blew him out. He played great. I'll give it to him. He played great.
Thank you.
He played
Appreciate
great.
We'll be watching Herbert.
Still ain't better than
We'll be watching Herbert this week.
Who Herbert got this week, by the way? Anybody?
I think they got a big game, man.
He already beat Pat Mahomes.
No,
because he already beat them.
He
showed what he can do against,
They not the
outdueled.
They not the only team.
Pat Mahomes. I don't know if Burrow could do that.
He's not the only team that beat.
He outdueled him.
I'll say this: if you playing fantasy football and you got receivers, roll them out there on Kansas City.
Them boys ain't looking too good defensively.
I mean, they may need to call Scandrick going back there because they need some help. They need some help back there.
They struggling right now.
I think they was trying to bid for Richard Sherman. They was trying to bid with Tampa for Richard Sherman. Things are hard in Kansas City in that defensive backfield out there. But Joe Burrow has a 3-1 football team leading the AFC North. I didn't have that at all. And I'm sorry. At the end of the day, I don't think he has a good coach. I don't think Zach Taylor's a good football coach.
I don't know enough about Zach Taylor, to say I don't know if he's good or bad.
Dunbar told you some of that yesterday. Lance Dunbar, when he made his appearance on the Players Lounge.
He must have did something right.
We know enough about Joe. That's all I'm saying, man.
Yeah, he's 1B.
By the way, Players Lounge brought to you by Hotels.com. Wanted to dive into something Matt Rule, the head coach of the Carolina Panthers, said about Dak Prescott. He compared him to Drew Brees, and Peyton Manning. And one of the things I went back, because I clearly remember the Drew Brees San Diego Charger days. It took him a while to get going. They had used their first-round pick that year to take LaDainian Tomlinson. They had the number 1 pick, traded down to 5 with Atlanta because Atlanta went up and got Michael Vick. So LT comes to the NFL from TCU going number 5 overall, second-round pick. They get Drew Brees. Brees with an up-and-down career, but his first 5 years, I looked at the numbers in San Diego. First 5 years had a record of 30-28, 80 touchdowns, 53 interceptions. Didn't have his first 20-plus touchdown season until his 4th year in the National Football League. Went back and compared it with Dak Prescott, who's now in his 6th year. Dak's first 5 years, 106 touchdowns, 40 interceptions. Record of 42-29. And Brees never made a Pro Bowl in San Diego.
What did Brees have around him in San Diego?
LaDainian Tomlinson.
Yeah, LT. Did he have any? Did he have Gates too, right?
Yeah.
Or that was after his time?
Yeah, he played with him. But bottom line was, you end up looking at what he had, 571 touchdowns in his career. Took him a while to get going.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So, your first thought is people looking to say, oh my gosh, Brees and Peyton Manning. You're looking at the totality of their careers and saying where they are now. But you go back and just looking at, it took Drew Brees a minute to get going. And it was really once he got with Sean Payton that we saw Drew Brees really take off. Even though he had a couple good years, two good years in San Diego. It was, going there. So, looking at him saying, Matt Rule's not off when you start to think about what Dak Prescott has done in his first few seasons. And I don't think he got the world's greatest coaching.
See, I was just this is where I was about to interject.
Why you got to do it like that, dude?
Because Dak's rookie year,
yep.
All right? Didn't him and Zeke end up being Offensive Player of the Year and Offensive Rookie? Okay, all right. So don't act like the guy didn't come in here with some coach. We were a running team at that time.
13-3.
And Dak came in there with 13-3. So let's not act like the dude, like the coaching was just horrible. They were 13-3 team. All right.
So Dak yesterday here at the Star, I stuck around and listened to the Dak Prescott press conference, and he spoke about how he and Kellen Moore had plays, and Linehan would run them.
So now they go, why they gonna see? Why are we doing this?
It fits. Why? They shipped Linehan out of here. You went to LSU. They shipped him up out of LSU. So it sounds like
you just throwing the man under the bus, though.
But what do we know about his offense? People they would always say very old, very basic,
predictable.
Very predictable. Everybody knows exactly. They know exactly what is coming when you playing his offense.
Has Dak ever looked better?
And this, I guess. I mean, he has looked, exceptional so far this year.
Has his former teammate
on that.
Kellen Moore figured out what is it you do best? Let's do what you do best. Let's put you in your best. That's what coaching's about.
Yeah. And right now, Kellen Moore's in his bag. He's attacking the weaknesses now.
I'm just merely listening to Dak Prescott, who talked about, hey, Kellen and I, we were talking. Hey, Scott. Yeah, and Scott was like, yeah, okay. My plays. And
I mean, we still got a lot of games left, man. We still got a lot of games left. So I don't want to put too much in on this.
But he's doing his part, and I think he's performed better than I thought, because I had question marks. How's he going to come back?
Especially after that shoulder stuff during camp, So.
How's he going to come back? And right now,
he's balling.
You have to put him in the MVP conversation.
Yeah.
Because first off, it's a quarterback award now. The MVP is a quarterback award.
Yeah.
And when you talk about just what guys are doing right now, you have to put him in that conversation.
I would say so. I mean, you talking about MVP? Maybe Brady, maybe Josh Allen a little bit. I mean, I can't really.
Derek Carr.
Derek Carr. I think he's top 5 as far as MVP caliber quarterbacks right now.
So you're going to have the conversation about him. And what Matt Rule was saying to the media this week was basically confirming, just what I'm saying here. There's a guy you got to put in the MVP conversation. He's like, hey, man, what this guy's doing at the line and how he's going about his business reminds him of a Breeze and of a Peyton Manning, and which is just command, control, and confidence.
Yeah, and he learned his lesson from Sirianni. All right, don't stir the pot. Don't put bulletin board material on there. Just gush them up a little bit.
And let's go like top 6 or 7. The same thing we said, yesterday, right? Because you also got to throw Stafford in there. Like if you start to think of the names, it's some guys that there may be ahead of Dak, but I think he can surpass them as we move on through the season. But
he's definitely in the conversation.
But it's still a big thing. And I think that. So we ended up being correct because we were like, man, look, for the first few games, we want Dak to come out, hand the ball off, run some play action. The first game, we were all like,
here we go. This is unsustainable.
Right? But game 2 and 3, we got back to what we do, right? Dominating the offensive line of scrimmage and running the ball with Zeke and then playing off that. And it's worked well for us. Yeah. I think we look better. As many points as we put up against Tampa, I think we look better in the 2 games after that as far as having a balanced offense and being able to do some things to help our defense.
And look what Kellen Moore's being able to do out there. I mean, he's drawing up creative plays to get his playmakers the ball in space. I mean, he's spreading the ball all over the place. Ced Wilson got a touchdown. Noah Brown had a couple catches the other day. Yeah. They're doing great with Tony Pollard on his reverses or drawing them up screens. You got Dalton Schultz. He seems like he's wide open all the time, and I think half of that has to do with the play calls Kellen Moore's been drawing up.
Dalton Schultz spoke yesterday to the media. I was out there in Clarence Hill with Star Telegram and asked him about being in a contract year, and he's like, yeah.
Oh yeah, he knows. Cha-ching.
He knows, and it's going to be a very interesting conversation that the Cowboys have to have as an organization when the season ends about Dalton Schultz and bringing Dalton Schultz back. Dalton's talked about going to that tight end summit and being around Travis Kelce and what he learned. It kind of reminds me, and you guys have seen, all of a sudden. Player goes to a camp and deals with other players better than him, and then gets his command and control. That's what they're saying. It's almost like going to being a Jedi and going, oh, here's Yoda, and okay, what you're saying here, and then next thing you know, they come back, they got stuff in their bag,
got an arsenal.
And Dalton Schultz right now is showing you what he can do, and if you're the Cowboys,
you already paid. You got Jarwin under contract.
Did he mention Lunda Wells? All right, because Lunda Wells, he was at LSU when I was there, and I want to say he was like a GA. I can't remember. I don't want because he's my guy. I don't want to disrespect him. And he's here now as the tight ends coach. Dalton Schultz emerged last year when Lunda Wells got here, right? So I want to say we need to give Lunda Wells some love here too, man, because we keep going back to it. Last year, we were, Church said it, but we were all after that first game. We were all after that first game. My man, the lights was too bright for him, right? Then somehow, whatever happened with the summit, it doesn't matter. Somehow, somebody got a hold of him and said, "Hey, man, this is what we need from you. Right? This is how we want you to do it." And it stuck, and he's continued to get better and better with coaching and summits and whatever.
Which is what he also spoke about was getting more opportunities, getting out there and getting that opportunity. It's that command control. You guys have played in the league. There's a certain point in time where, okay, I know what I'm doing, and you're not where you just go do. You do what you do, and he's right there, and what a beauty for him to be in this kind of offense.
Yeah, I mean, you got so much weapons on the outside. I mean, the defense is like, all right, man, you're going to have to do one-on-one with Schultz right there, and he's been able to win his one-on-one battles.
Now here's the question. Let's just say money's pretty even, okay? Do you go to an offense if you're Dalton Schultz and you've got a bigger role, or do you stay right here?
You said money's even?
Yes.
Oh, you stay right here. Without a doubt. I mean, you got that rapport with Dak already, and you're saying money's even.
Yeah, let's say money's basically going to be.
So, I mean, there ain't no reason to leave. You got all those threats outside. You don't got to be considered that guy. Because if you go to another situation where you're a big fish in a little pond out there and you're supposed to be that guy, you're supposed to be the reason the offense is moving the chains, and you don't go ahead and live up to that, I mean, you're going to get ridiculed no matter where you're at. So I think you stay where you're at right here, especially if the money's similar. Now, if the other teams are offering you more money, you got to go get it while the iron's hot. But with that rapport with Dak right now, I mean, I wouldn't go anywhere.
Listen, I'm going to play devil's advocate here, all right? Dalton Schultz is playing really, really well, okay? We run the boot better than probably any other team in the league. And when you look at a lot of his catches, it's a lot of quick over routes, and there's a lot of boots where he's catching it, Dak rolling out, get it to him 2 yards, and he's running, right? We did see him catch one up the seam, and he also got hit and dropped one up the seam as well. But we ain't seen him do what Travis Kelce and George Kittle do,
they
right?
Ain't splitting them out.
You know what I'm saying? So let's he's playing well. But as far as when you're looking at a team who says they're going to pay, top dollar for a tight end, they looking for a guy who's going to be able to do what Kelce and a Kittle and whatever Pitts is able to do as he moves on into the future. And I don't believe that right now Dalton Schultz is that guy.
I'll give you a guy. Look at Austin Hooper, who had a nice little run in Atlanta with Matt Ryan. The Cleveland Browns end up paying him a nice little salary. He goes up there and basically haven't heard much from him. And then David Njoku's actually started to play well.
And another rookie up there.
And then, they took the kid from, I think it was Florida International. So I just look at him in terms of, he reminds me a little bit like Hooper. You're there in an offense where they're featuring you. You've got a rapport with the quarterback. Yeah, you got paid, but doesn't look like, he and Baker Mayfield don't have that connection that he had with Matt Ryan. So that's why I kind of throw that in there as guys are getting towards free agency. And what do you think about in terms of just, happiness, money, and then just, a bigger opportunity? How do you see that thing?
Look at the guys that went over to New England Patriots. You had Hunter Henry and what was the other guy from Tennessee? Jonnu Smith, I think his name was. They got paid the 2 highest paid tight ends in the game, and they went to New England. Of course, the money was probably a lot better than what they were going to get at their individual teams, but they kind of fell off the map. Nobody really heard about them. Those were supposed to be 2 top 10, maybe even top 5 tight ends, and we haven't heard anything from them.
Knock me off the map. All right. Hey, let me tell you something. If the team I'm currently on is here, and the next team that's going to pay me is here.
Oh, well, you got to go. Yeah, you got to go.
Knock me off the map.
You got to.
I will go fall off the map because, one, is no guarantee that you're going to continue to make that type of money with this team anyways. And 2, get your bag while you can, man, because we've watched this game so much. We seen Dak last year. People were worried. Hey, is he going to come back and be the same? We've seen guys go out and tear their – Lance told a story yesterday.
Tore every ligament up in that
tore every ligament, thought he was healthy, then finally got a fracture in his kneecap. Not the same. You know what I'm saying? So get your bag while you can.
Well, I definitely can see 2 options for him. One, the Giants, as long as Jason Garrett is there. Evan Ingram has dealt with injuries basically his entire career, so I could see that being an option for him. And if Kellen Moore or Dan Quinn end up being a head coach someplace, I could see them wanting to bring him in there as well. All right, let's make our predictions in the next segment, okay? Let's just go ahead, get it. Carolina, Dallas. Let's just jump on into it. Let's not wait to the end of the show. Let's go ahead and get all into that. Barry Church, number 42.
Thank you, the original.
The Survivor, Danny McCray, number 40. I'm Newy Scruggs. This is the Players Lounge, brought to you by Hotels.com.
Honey, big news.
Gary, are you okay?
Oh, I'm not Gary anymore. I'm Jackie Flash.
What?
See, I want the latest smartphone, but the best deals are only for new customers. So, to get a new customer deal, I changed my name to Jackie Flash.
Okay, but the best smartphone deals at AT&T are for everyone, new and existing customers.
That's huge. Then guess who's getting a deal?
Is it Jackie Flash?
Jackie Flash.
It's not complicated. At AT&T, our best smartphone deals are for everyone. Restrictions apply. Visit att.com for details.
The Cowboys way, where 16 Hall of Famers and 5 championships shows us what success looks like. Where turkey is always the second best part of Thanksgiving Day. Where we are all defined by one single thing, the star. Where we as fans know it's our job to keep the tradition going. Bank of America is proud to be the official bank of the Dallas Cowboys and to support the quest of living life the Cowboys way.
Copyright 2020, Bank of America Corporation.
Hey Cowboys fans, ready to spice up your next watch party? Bring Yo Quiero guacamole and be the game day hero. Yo Quiero means I want, and we know you want great, fresh-tasting, ready-to-serve guacamole for your home gating and tailgating events. Made with real avocados and the perfect blend of spices, It will be the star of any party. You can find us at your local Albertsons or Tom Thumb in the deli section. If you can't find it, talk to your store manager and tell them, yo quiero guacamole.
It's game day. You know what that means. First, kebab prep. Steak, pepper, onion, steak, pepper, onion. Next, a counterclockwise lap around the room. Now the lucky grease-stained jersey goes on. And lastly, the dance. You know the one. This is a game day ritual no matter where you are. Whether you're traveling to the game or watching from your favorite vacation spot, book a place to stay on Hotels.com and keep the tradition alive and well. Hotels.com, proud partner of the Dallas Cowboys.
Back to the Players Lounge.
Head to AT&T Stadium on Saturday, October 2nd to experience Rally Day presented by SeatGeek. Take a tour of the stadium, play games, get autographs from Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders, and more. Visit attstadium.com/rally days for tickets and more information. We're here in the SWBC podcast studios here at the Star. This is the Players Lounge. It's October 1st, fellas.
Mm-hmm.
Already.
Breast Cancer Awareness Month, baby. One of the best months for us, man. One, because we're supporting the cause. Two, something that pink, man. It just go, yeah, man. Have you looking a little fresh, man. So October's always a good and exciting month for NFL players.
By the way, just checked on Blake Jarwin's salary. The Cowboys can basically get out of the deal after the season.
No guarantees after this?
Yeah.
Okay.
So guarantees are done. He would make $4.5 million next year. So the conversation that you have about Schultz is going to be one or the other, and we're not there yet. But if Sean McEwen can come back and if he shows you what I saw at training camp, you may decide to let one of the other guys go if you're tight on money, because I think McEwen's got what you see from Dalton Schultz and what you see in Blake Jarwin. He's kind of like that next guy.
I thought he was just like I don't know. I thought he was like one of these blocking guys, so he can move a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's a good player. He's a good player. I had somebody who tipped me off about him when he was coming out of Michigan, and they had him and they had another kid, Charlie Talamalu, a kid out of maybe it was Hawaii. Who they had at camp, who's a pass catcher, is like a All-American at the FBS level. Okay. He's on somebody else's team, but those two guys have performed well. So it's just going to be interesting because you're always, as a team, looking at, okay, where can you save money? Who do you bring back? And I just think that Dalton Schultz, the way he's playing right now, is a guy that I could easily see Mike McCarthy going to Will McCray and Stephen Jones saying, okay, how do we bring him back?
How do we keep this dude? Yeah.
How do we keep him back? And if there's a casualty among Jarwin's contract, it's be a conversation.
Yep.
So a lot of games to go. A lot of games to go, but we shall see. Panthers, Cowboys, two first-place teams going at it at Jerry World. The line is 4.5 in favor of the Cowboys to win this football game. Christian McCaffrey is not playing for the Carolina Panthers. Sam Darnold has shown you what he can do getting away from Adam Gase. Mm-hmm. Good coaching matters. Joe Brady's a good football coach. I've always thought Sam Darnold was a good coach. I mean, a good player who didn't have great coaching. I didn't think he had great coaching with the Jets. I didn't think he had great coaching at USC. But the guy covered up for folks. Yeah. So he comes here and they hear things. I did an interview in Carolina yesterday. He hasn't beat anybody. So they're going to come in, I believe, with a chip to say, okay, it's the Dallas Cowboys. It's Jerry World. Let's go show them what we can do.
That's cool. We hear that all the time. The chip.
The chip on the shoulder.
It ain't going to change how we're going to put the paws on them. Ooh. You know what I'm saying? Because what's our – I'm leading, right? I believe I'm leading.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure I'm leading.
Yeah, you're up right now.
Yeah. What's to look for? Are you confused? Can't read the numbers?
You up right now.
Addition, subtraction, simple math now.
I think you up right now.
I'm just focused on today.
Okay.
Good answer, my man. Yeah. The Cowboy approach, baby.
Yeah. Somebody who's not in first place. Right?
I'm just trying to be the best I can be right now today.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you this. I'll say once garbage time again that Carolina will put up 20 points. They'll find a way to score some crazy stuff at the end of the game, but our defense is going to come out and they are going to dominate. They are going to dominate. They are going to continue to get better. Okay. They're going to continue to get better, and I got us winning by 14. So that math is 34-20 Dallas
34?
Cowboys. How about them Cowboys?
On that defense, number one ranked. Okay.
Bro,
right.
who they play?
Bro, them boys
They ain't
fine.
play Zeke. They ain't play Pollard. They ain't play Coop. They ain't
Bro,
play
you gotta watch
CD.
the tape. Gotta watch the tape, man.
No, they need to watch the
I'm
tape.
telling you, them boys flying
Yeah,
around, man.
I said it for Philly. I was correct. I was correct. And we would have beat Philly way worse. If, some things hadn't gone other ways. All right, we would gonna be okay. I got us winning by 14. Dallas Cowboys defense dominate. More turnovers.
Right.
More turnovers for us.
More life, more turnovers, huh? All right, well, look, I mean, I'm with you on one aspect. I'm with you on the Cowboys taking the dub. I think the Cowboys are going to win this game. I don't think – I'm not too high on Sam Darnold. I know he's had bad coaching in the past, but I see him more as a game manager and, not a risk taker or anything like that. So I think this Cowboys defense will be able to suffocate him out there. But I think their defense, Carolina's defense, I think they're a lot better than because they're better. I mean, they're undefeated right now, but they haven't really played anybody. But I still think they're a solid defense out there.
They played Jameis. 30
Each
for 30.
level of that defense. Oh yeah.
30 for 30, Jameis.
Yeah, they made him look like they made him look like 30 for 32. Every level of this defense, they got a baller. They got Burns coming off the edge. They lead the league in sacks. You got Shaq Thompson, who's very similar to Parsons out there as far as he can Mr. Do everything at the linebacker position. Sideline to sideline, coverage ability, he got it all. And then in the secondary, I know they lost the first-round kid. What was it? Not Hurts. What was his name? The first-round kid?
J.C. Horn.
J.C. Horn, yeah. So they lost Horn out there. But they're also bringing back A.J. Bouye, who I played with in Jacksonville. Very technical sound dude, great coverage. So I don't think they'll have that big of a drop-off at the cornerback position. So, I think it's going to be a closer game than my boy over here, D-Mac, thinks. I think it'll be in the realm of 17-14.
Oh.
Or 20-17 Cowboys. They're going to win by 3. Cowboys are going to win by 3. But it's going to be a closer game than people give it.
So that defense is going to hold us to 20.
Yeah, I think they will. Because, look, this defense,
put that down.
They're number one against the rush as well. And these past couple of weeks, we've been loving to set up the pass with the run. Or set up the pass with the run. So we'll see.
Well, you watch Zeke run through more face masks this week.
He ain't going against Philly, man. I'm telling these boys legit. They legit on defense. I still got us winning, though. What you got over there, Newy?
You made your picks already, right?
Over there making calculations.
So you can't change it up. So let's see what you had before ours came out.
What was it called? Dallas Morning News?
Yeah. It's already there. Let's make sure. So their defense Carolina's defense allowed 14 points to the Jets, 7 to the Saints, and 9 to the Texans. So, okay.
You said Jets and Texans? Yeah, 30 for 30, Jameis.
Look, I just wanted
Jameis did put up 5 TDs on Green Bay.
Yeah, hold on, wait. Well, sorry. Did you see the touchdowns?
What you talking about?
Okay.
They made it. They made 5 tubs.
The man threw the ball like 18 times. 5 of them was touchdowns. A lot of them was in the red zone, like some boot action. He wasn't being surgical out there, but that's fine.
He was real.
That's fine. He threw a deep pass.
Yeah, that was on the point too.
Carolina's got 10 days to get ready for this.
Yeah.
So
extra bye weekend
with a good coaching staff, 10 days to get ready. So I think that they are going to come out and put some points up. But I've got the Cowboys winning this 31-24.
Okay, Cowboys winning.
But I think 10 days to get ready. I think they're going to compete. It's going to be a competitive football game.
Yeah.
So it's, not like where we saw Philly get the garbage points here. I just think it's going to be a competitive football game where the Cowboys end up pulling away here and getting it done 31-24.
Competitive first half.
We won't get a turnover though. That's one thing that we will not.
So are you saying it this time?
I'm saying it right now.
Because last week you didn't say it, but I'm saying it
right now.
Okay,
yeah,
no
I'm
turnovers
saying
for the Cowboys.
we won't get a turnover, but we'll still win. We'll answer my question was if we can still win the game without getting a takeaway. This will be the week. We won't get a takeaway, but I don't believe in Sam Darnold.
I'll take that bet.
That's a bet right there. Okay. All right. We'll go over the stipulations after this.
Excellent. And you're on the pregame show this week?
Yeah, pregame, pre and post.
Tell everybody where they can find it at, man.
DallasCowboys.com. Post game, I believe, is on Channel 21. Not pretty sure, but either way, you can find it at DallasCowboys.com.
It's like depending on which cable you got.
Yeah, I don't know what y'all got over there, but
Sling TV, YouTube
some
TV.
people got the
So here's the thing about doing the pregame. Game kicks off at noon. Okay, you don't get here at noon. You don't get here at 11. What time you got to get here, man?
I got to get here. I think about if it's a noon game. Yeah, I got to get here about 11. Yeah, about 11 because we start shooting at 11, so I gotta get here at 10:30. Yeah, I gotta get here.
Church gets special treatment, man. He show up, he walk right in because he dressed already.
It starts at 11, so don't get here.
Yeah, I know what time it is.
So he meets somebody out there. They park the car for him.
Nah.
One of the cars.
These two
makeup lady come in.
Nah, see,
if he late, he drive the fast car. If he on time, he drive.
That's what we do. That's how we do it out here. Okay. All right.
I just want to know
it will come back. All right, this will come back.
You gonna wear a fresh mint suit like that?
Nah, man. You know what? Dak got a lot of great suits in his closet. That guy, he got a lot, but that one, that just wasn't it.
That's Easter.
That was
That's
that wasn't that mint green. Not too many people could pull that off. And Dak's one of those people that can't pull it off.
He got hit with it yesterday when he met with the media. He got hit with it. And you know who got him with Clarence.
Oh yeah, he always got something to
say. Clarence was going back at it. Because part 2, and he said, "Well, I'm just wearing a purple suit, man. Look like you," because Clarence always wearing the make sci-fi purple.
Okay, I see.
But and I asked him at the end, it's like, "So what you gonna wear this week? Purple?"
Listen, he gonna come out there with some.
How were the Q parties at Pembroke?
You know what, man?
Y'all had the juice. Was it Omega juice?
Yeah, I don't drink, so.
At your party, though. So none of the Qs drunk?
So long ago, man.
I went to a couple Q parties out there in Baton Rouge, man. They had the coolers with the Omega juice in there, man. They all doing the,
Yeah, you had the gold boots too, huh? The gold boots, okay.
You should. That's what you should have worn here, bro. Your Pembroke jersey with your gold boots. With the tongue, because the tongue.
The tongue gotta be, that thing gotta be lean and crazy,
So maybe I'll do that Founders Day next month.
There you go. Hey, we'll be waiting for it.
Now I don't have the boots anymore. I don't have the boots anymore.
You need to call up the trustees.
ASAP.
Call up the trustees.
I need them boots. No laces. No laces. I need the boots. No laces.
Call up the boys at Commune. Hey, can somebody send me some boots for the podcast?
Make sure it matches the jersey.
No, say it's for Founders Day, man. Don't say it's for the podcast. Founders Day.
Actually, Dak saw Clarence and I both wearing Q shirts at camp, and he said, "Is today Founders Day?" Like, nah, it's November though. But there you go. And then Joe Trahan in media relations was talking about how he hung out with some Qs and
y'all a fun time, man.
No, fun.
It gets a little wild.
Yeah, a little.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Goodness gracious.
Y'all still was it stepping, stomping? What's it called? Stepping?
Step, yes.
So you was in the line doing that?
No.
Oh, you wasn't in there?
No,
I stepped on people. So literally this is what you have to do when you're in a fraternity, man. You have to know your role and find your role.
Okay.
So my role was smart brother. So Smart brother secured the venue for step practice. Smart brother made sure everybody was here on time.
Not the smart brother.
When we had parties and whatnot, Smart brother here came up with the ideas to make sure we got the parties, and we got ourselves from the red into the black.
Okay. Smart brother was making moves out here.
Smart brother was on the scholarship committee and made sure we all got paid, and we won 6th district of the year. Smart brother had that because it was. So Pembroke State small school, so we only had 8 brothers on campus. And we go to.
Wait, you said you only had 8 black people, or just
8 brothers?
Okay, I'm about to hold on.
Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? We had 8.
Well, nobody understands the words.
We had 8 brothers. Okay.
I'm trying to imagine you on Stump the Yard, bro.
You had the glasses back in the day. Oh, you hear Newy in the back.
The Deuce Dog.
Man.
Deuce Dog.
I know you got footage somewhere. Somewhere you got footage of these events, man.
Actually, the footage that is available was all shot by me, so I'm not in the footage. Okay, so I'm not in the footage, but I was the guy. I said I played my role. I was smart brother, and I won scholarship money at the Yazoo. I had so much scholarship money, I bought a car.
There it is.
Walked across that stage, didn't owe $1 to anybody. And
scholarship money not on the books, on the whip side.
I
don't need that book.
I know how. Okay. Look you doing out there? Smooth with it.
Go on now.
You said spread the wealth.
Trying to find another one for you.
He's trying to hide it.
No, not trying to hide it. Actually, okay, let me pull out. Okay, I just showed you. Let me go ahead and put this one up for the camera and all. And you know, Beam can have his fun here too.
Let me see what Smart Brother look like.
Okay.
It was about 83, huh?
No. 92. How about that?
I'm ready to go.
There you go. How about that?
I'll pull it back a little bit. There you go. Where's my boy? That's dog team.
That's me and my boy Smoke, who helped pledge me. So
you a high learner.
So there we were. And church. I funded a scholarship for the Qs
I'm telling you.
at the university.
They don't build them like you no more, no.
All eight of them.
So it's first off, it's a
that's dope.
It's a Native American college. So though we do have the largest black population at a non-HBCU in the state of North Carolina, but this whole thing is we just don't take everybody, man. You know,
selective squad.
We ain't the Sigmas. Hey, come on down. You know, Joe Trahan told me they tried to recruit him. The Sigmas.
Got my brother like that.
I said, Joe, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. It's take a special guy to go ahead and wear the purple and gold. But yes. So yes, no, I was not out there. No, I couldn't step and get all that. No, I couldn't do it, man. Couldn't do it. But like I said,
was it your pride? Oh, you just you didn't have the rhythm.
No, I didn't have the rhythm and doing it at the level they were trying to do it at. I mean, look,
it's only 80 y'all, so you got to be good at what you're doing at that point.
Okay. The boy, there was the man in Boys to Men, Michael, the tall with the deep baritone voice. If you ever just pull up on YouTube, go and look at Motown Philly, any of the fast videos they had, everybody stepping here. He's still coming from over here.
That's what you was like there?
That's what had him self-conscious right there. He watched the dude. He was like, that's probably going to be me.
So there you go. Role. Now, look, my uncle was Paul Williams. He's in Temptations, and he had all the moves down. And guess what? I didn't get them moves. I didn't get the ability to sing like him. You got to know your role.
Yeah.
You got to know your role. You know where you fit. How could I do How could I help best? I'll help raise the money.
The cha-cha slide guy.
Know our role. We know our role. You know, I was the designated driver. I don't drink, so I'm the designated driver. So I'm the good. That's what you got. People, that's the lesson out there. And know your role.
The more you can do, man.
That's it.
There you go.
The more you can do.
The more you can do.
Special teams. Yeah. Especially the more you can do.
Find your spot. Find your spot. And that's what I did. I found my spot, and I was effective.
There we go.
Effective. The most decorated member of Comedy Chapter ever.
I got something for you on this. I got something for you on this commercial break, though.
Oh, gosh. All right, let's take that commercial break so I can hear this one. This one, the Survivor, get after right here.
Survivor.
Players Lounge. DallasCowboys.com radio.
Organic pumpkin smoothies are back at Smoothie King with at least 13 grams of protein each and 5 options to choose from. It's easy to find a favorite to help you reach your goals, like the new Keto Champ Pumpkin, packed with a whopping 23 grams of protein and 9 net carbs. It's a quick and nutritious meal on the go. So order online or through the app for pickup or delivery. And power up with pumpkin and protein. Official smoothie of the Dallas Cowboys. Smoothie King. Rule the day.
Hey, Cowboys fans, ready to spice up your next watch party? Bring Yo Quiero guacamole and be the game day hero. Yo Quiero means I want, and we know you want great, fresh-tasting, ready-to-serve guacamole for your home gating and tailgating events. Made with real avocados and the perfect blend of spices, it will be the star of any party. You can find us at your local Albertsons or Tom Thumb in the deli section. If you can't find it, talk to your store manager and tell them, Yo Quiero guacamole.
The Cowboys way, where 16 Hall of Famers and 5 championships shows us what success looks like. Where turkey is always the second best part of Thanksgiving Day. Where we are all defined by one single thing, the star. Where we as fans know it's our job to keep the tradition going. Bank of America is proud to be the official bank of the Dallas Cowboys and to support the quest of living life the Cowboys way.
Copyright 2020, Bank of America Corporation.
Hi, I'm Clint Tillison with United Ag and Turf. Before you can park yourself in front of the game, park yourself in a John Deere and power through your chores. Our Land Run package is a 1025R, 25 horsepower tractor with a loader, rotary cutter, and a box blade for $229 a month. And the price you see is the price you'll pay, no surprises. So don't miss another kickoff.
Visit UnitedAgAndTurf.com. Offer ends February 1st, 2021. Restrictions apply. See dealer for details.
Now let's get to work.
Back to the Players Lounge.
Check out the new Miller Lighthouse located outside AT&T Stadium where Dallas Cowboys game day traditions are born. Enjoy yard games, Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders performances, beer gardens, and more. For more information, visit attstadium.com/Miller Lighthouse. Miller Lighthouse, your tailgate just got jealous. Cowboys taking on the Carolina Panthers. It is at Jerry World. And I tell people all the time, if you go into the game, get there 3 hours early. Otherwise, you're going to be sitting in the parking lot trying to get in.
Ooh, you ain't lying.
You'll be able to leave early this week, too, because there's going to be a blowout, so you're going to be able to avoid that traffic. All right.
So they're playing Carolina, so a bunch of my people's coming in town. Hey, you got any hookup on tickets?
Well, no.
The worst question, bro.
No, it's not anymore. You know why? Because here's how I answer it. Yeah. What's your credit card number?
You know how much we get that? Well, we got when we was playing. I mean, it was ridiculous.
Dude, when you say, what's your credit card number, you know what you get?
I ain't gonna say much after that.
I just hate that people had the audacity to ask. It's people that I ain't talked to in so long.
Years.
Hey, what? I don't go to games myself. No, I ain't got no discounts on no tickets.
Are they still hitting you up for them? Oh, man.
I had one of my partners said, hey, man, we want to go to the game. We'll pay. We're just trying to get some discounts.
They always say that.
Yeah, well, let me get them discounts.
And I said, it's the Dallas Cowboys. There are no discounts.
Without a doubt.
I'll send them the sheet. I got the sheet because I can try to look at the employee thing. I send them the whole thing, got the whole little square on them thing, say $375. They be like, yeah. I say, yeah, that's all
what I'm playing.
That's what you got.
Playboy.
But I'm just telling you right now, that is the ultimate shutdown right there. What's your credit card number?
I'll get it for you.
Because when you say that, now I've put it on you. Had somebody do that to you this week.
Hey, man, I can't
phone. Ain't seen the text, nothing since. What's your credit card number?
Y'all still getting hit up. I ain't got hit up for tickets in a minute.
Yeah.
So, So a couple of my peeps in town here. Like, oh yeah. I said, get there early. There are no discounts. It's the Dallas Cowboys. I said, there's only one time you will find discounted tickets with the Cowboys. That's if this is a lost season, like last year when you're 6-10,
2015,
and when it's December. You can go ahead and get some tickets at that point in time because people don't want to make that investment to go out there to see a team that's losing. I said, that's when you get it. But I said, they're good now. Good luck.
Oh, yeah. The price is going to be surging, too.
Good luck. It is what it is. But if you're going to the game, please go early. Especially if it's your first time, go early so you can walk around and just see everything and take it all in. You just don't want to get there with 10 minutes till kickoff. I mean, go walk around. It's still an outstanding building. I was at SoFi, which is unbelievable. Okay, I mean, Stan Kroenke took the Jerry Jones blueprint and then took it up another notch, which is what Jerry wanted him to do, by the way. But still, going over here to Jerry
just built the Miller Lighthouse out there now, so he's still adding on to the stadium, and it's still top notch.
The problem is going to other stadiums because you're just so used to everything you get here. It's like, okay, Tampa's a nice stadium, and they just hosted the Super Bowl, so they don't put the Super Bowl at some old janky stadium. And
the stadium, the locker rooms is trash.
Because of COVID, we don't get to go down there.
Oh my goodness, who got it? Tampa Bay's terrible. Philly got the terrible locker room. Chicago.
Washington.
Chicago ain't cut the hot water on for us.
Yeah, that was
negative 10 degrees outside.
We got smacked too.
Yeah. They was like, that FedEx Field is terrible, man.
Yeah.
I do have a
Green
question.
Bay.
I got a quick question.
All right,
quick question. Who's the player who's going to have a standout game? Three options: Zeke, Dak, Trayvon. We already know because I already believe that Michael Parsons is going to do what he does. But as far as is Trayvon going to continue to get the turnover each game, get an interception, and make those plays like he's been making?
DJ Moore? You think you travel with DJ Moore?
Wherever he's at. Or is it going to be Dak? Like, is Zeke going to continue what he did last?
Nah, Zeke ain't going to go off this game. It ain't going to be Zeke. What are we calling a great game for Trayvon though? Like if he doesn't get a pick or anything, but he shadowed. Let's say he holds DJ Moore low or something.
Standout is an interception.
Oh, he got to get a pick.
He's on the road right now.
Oh, he got to get a pick. Okay, so then I'm going Dak. Then I'm going Dak. Dak will have the best game out of it.
I'm with you. I just think Dak Prescott is playing at an outstanding level. And you sit here and just kind of look at the numbers here for leading passers in the NFL. He is 5th in completions. He's number 1 in completion percentage, number 10 in yards. Touchdowns, he's tied for 10th right there. Touchdown percentage, he's 13. When it comes to rating points at the position, he's 8th. I mean, he's just playing really good football.
You think he's going to work, huh?
I think we're going to test them and see if this run defense is as good as they say they are, just because they played the Jets and they played.
It's like a Tampa game plan.
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think they're the same.
We'll see.
Kellen Moore do that to me, then it's possible.
It is possible.
So you look over here and you talk about just in terms of defense here and just the numbers, ratings right here. Total defense, Carolina is 5th. No, I'm sorry, that's offense. In total defense, they're number 1. In total defense, total defense number 1. Number 1 against the rush, number 1 against the pass. But we've all kind of said, okay, this is a step up.
Jets and Texans.
This is a step up, and a traveling road show of COVID issues for the Saints. When you got them, you kind of got them
30
at a real good time. There's no run CMC.
There's not.
And what you do and how you're able to function that off, it's just like if you took Zeke away from me, there's just certain things you're not going to be able to do. There's a difference-making play. Chuba Hubbard is not run CMC.
No, he's not.
I had Mike Davis last year in my fantasy league, and Mike Davis put up some decent numbers, but it wasn't McCaffrey.
That's true.
And I just think that's going to be an issue here. But I just believe Dak Prescott is playing at a different level.
They do got a good offensive coordinator, though. Joe Brady, your LSU boy. Yeah, he's going to figure out a way to get these playmakers the ball in space.
That's why I got him scoring 24.
Yeah, I like Joe, but I'm on a DQ bandwagon right now. I'm not.
Terrence Steele and this offensive line will get tested this week, too. Last week they went up against Philadelphia, and there were a couple times we saw Phillies guys. They made life tough for them.
Inside.
Yeah, we got to worry about that. That's what we got to worry about.
But I'm looking forward to seeing if Terrence Steele can do this thing, for a third straight football game here. And
he'll get tested. Burns off the edge is no joke.
Because if they end up finally being able to solidify that swing tackle position, man, that would be big time for the Cowboys, especially when you start to think about how they keep trying to have to manage the salary cap here because of the contracts they have here. So if they can solidify that, that means that you don't have to necessarily even use draft capital like they have in the past on a Chaz Green if Terrence Steele ends up being that guy. So if Collins comes back here and he's able to hit stride and Tyron Smith is able to stay healthy and you've got a kid like Terrence Steele as your backup swing tackle and you're still developing a Brandon Knight, that's some depth. That's how you build winning football teams, 17-game season here.
Defensively, they better line up Gregory on Cam Irving every single time. All right, we know for a fact he's not that guy at tackle.
He needs to see both of them. He needs to see everybody.
Where's the Pro Bowl this year? Is it back in Hawaii?
Are they having that?
No, they're going to have it. Or is it Orlando?
It might be Orlando or something like that. Make the Pro Bowl on Cam Irving. That's what we're going to do.
But literally, that's the way. Hey, man, you can go to Orlando this year or go to Hawaii. You got Cam Irving. This is the one to go to.
I don't know, man, because was it Chandler Jones and what Myles Garrett did last week?
Chandler Jones, week 1, 5.
Yeah, you got to get over 5 because 3 ain't gonna cut it. You need 5 in this.
How do you just leave folks one-on-one with Myles Garrett? What do we do? What kind of? I don't get some of these coaches.
Yeah, you ask us. Next time you go over there, you ask. you ask.
Well, I did ask. Tyron after a game, and he said that's just what we do. But those coaches aren't here anymore.
It's not true.
Those coaches aren't here anymore.
Not true.
Who are doing that? They moved on. They're in New York now. All right, that is the
By the way, Pro Bowl?
Yes.
Is in Vegas this year.
Oh. Yeah, all right there.
Mike, make the Pro Bowl.
For some people, that will be all right. For some people, that will be.
Well, I ain't playing, so I might be at the Pro Bowl.
Hey, holla at me. How are you?
Barry Church.
Thank you, my boy. Thank you.
Appreciate you. Glad, so we got the memo. We wore the Cowboys.
Well, that's fire, though. I got to get me one of them pullovers, man.
This is from the Coach Mike collection.
Yeah, I'm going to need me some of that.
This one's the Coach Mike.
Where'd you grab that from? Where'd you get that from?
They sent it to us last year.
Yeah, that's why he was on that Kool-Aid.
They sent it to who? I ain't just said nothing. What do you mean?
He was on that Kool-Aid because he got the sweater.
Okay.
Got me a few sweaters, pair of pants.
You get me right. I see what they got you. Okay.
This was last year. Heck, my God, I'm not the only one.
Wait, now you tell.
So hey, hold on. Every podcast and they crew got one. And we the only two that did you get one, D-Mac? So you ain't get one either, huh?
Didn't want it.
Man, that's wild.
No, I wouldn't have wanted it. I didn't get offered, but I'm okay. I like what I got.
Yeah, I wish I had one.
Big Mike Clay. You got on free clothes now.
That's all good.
You got on free clothes now. Why we complaining?
Shout out to Big Mike and
why we complaining?
And Bucky and you know what I mean. Shout out to them boys. I just want something.
How much free stuff do you have,
Everything.
man? Okay,
give it to me.
So why you sitting there been complaining about?
I need it all. I need that. Matter of fact, what size is that? I need that.
First of all, Chris Bean about to kick y'all off the mic.
Exactly.
Oh yeah. Let's get about it.
We got to get ready for mix shots. Barry Church, Danny McCray, Newy Scruggs. We'll talk to you on Monday. We're looking forward to Victory Monday. We all got the Cowboys winning and covering. This has been the Players Lounge on DallasCowboys.com radio.
This has been a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about this,